I'm Kimberly Ann, the founder, CEO, executive chair, and president of Lahontan Gold Corp. We are in the Walker Land of Nevada. Here is our breakdown of our share structure. We have some fantastic shareholders lined up for you guys. ASA, APAC, Palos, Extract Capital, and Goodman. They come in every round with us and support this company since we've formed this company. KA Gold is myself, my business partner. We own about 9% of the company. We're a 13 million market cap company right now. Don't let that deceive what's going on here, because there's a lot that you guys are going to be really excited about once you see what the heck we're doing. Our board right now is going to be rebuilt into a mine building board next year, as we are 16 months away from breaking ground on the project again. So we're looking to add in some more talent, and we'll be talking about that in Q1 of next year. So the Santa Fe mine. This asset was mined from 1988 to 1993. Simple heap leach, open pit operation done by Corona Gold. They did a great job, about 400,000 ounces of gold, 700,000 ounces of silver. This was back in the day when gold prices were ranging from $380 to $340, and they were still making money. So we certainly can do it today. We've been doing a lot of work on the project this year. We just updated our MRE 1.95 million ounces. We're focused all on the oxide right now for the heap leach operation that's coming online in early 2026. Our West Santa Fe assets, satellite operation that will come online in a few years. It's about 13 kilometers away. It's a lookalike to Santa Fe proper. We'll be drilling this out in Q1, Q2 of next year, so keep your eyes open for that. Moho is a high-grade gold and silver vein system. We absolutely love this asset. It was mined in the 30s. It's high-grade, 25, 30 grams gold, up to 600 silver. It will be coming online late next year, because as you can hear, we've got a lot on our plate for the year ahead. And then Redlich is a silver project that I'm looking to find a partner to kind of look at, see if they want to work with us on it, as we have a lot on our plate. But it's right next to the Candelaria open pit mine that was mined back, for 30 years. And Silver One has it now. They're trying to bring it back into production. So here's where we are in the Walker Lane. As I said, Nevada, Utah, we're tied for the best jurisdiction in the world. I think that's a really important factor for people to think about when they're investing in mining. You can see the little town of Hawthorne. It's where our operations is out of. We have the largest warehouse in town. Our team works out of there. The big star is the Santa Fe mine. West Santa Fe is across the road, 13 kilometers away, and then onward to Moho and Redlich. So all close proximity, great jurisdiction to work in. So just a little bit of geology. We work in the Triassic calcareous host rocks. They all host gold and silver mineralization. The Walker Lane is really about structure. So when these structures collide into each other, you get these massive high-grade feeders that come from within and then disseminate gold and silver mineralization at the surface. So what does that mean? Well, it means we have a lot of oxide starting at the surface, and we have very, very high-grade sulfides that are underneath, about 300 meters down. We have intercepts of 4 meters of 110 grams gold down there. So it's a really exciting part of the second phase of the story. We'll mine all the oxides, and then you'll be able to drift into the sulfides, which is an ideal situation for getting down to those sulfides. So we have 5 known deposits on the property. As I said, we just updated this resource, 20% increase. That doesn't sound like a lot, but actually it is a lot, because we've moved 75% of our inferred over to the indicated category, which is really important for when we get our PEA out and onto the PFS level. But you see that weird shape of the slab, Calvada area, Calvada Central. That used to be 3 different little pits. Now it's becoming one big super pit. And we believe by our drilling that we're doing at the end of this year, you'll see Calvada East and York coming into following the same model with this. The Santa Fe pit, it's the largest pit on the property to date. It will be expanding more than double once we start mining. We have very good grade. You can see 0.93 gold EQ, one of the best out there. Here's what the Santa Fe pit looks like today. You can see on this chart over here, 0.64 is our oxide grade. It's the second highest grade in Nevada in the Walker Lane. That pit kind of tells you a lot. It's 50-degree pit walls. It's been sitting there for 35 years. Extremely competent rock, which answers a lot of engineering questions that you would usually be paying for. So we're pretty excited to be able to show that to everyone. It's well above the water table. You don't see any water on the bottom. All those beautiful rust colors, that's all gold and silver that we're just going to keep expanding this pit. So our drilling we just did, this is over a side section of the slab Calvada area. The red line, the deep red line, that's the pit design model at 1950 gold, because we're not allowed to do it at real prices, today's prices. But you can see the dotted line below, that's at $2,200 gold. The reason why we're showing this is we'll have our PEA out in 2 weeks. And the PEA is it's basically back-end loaded with a lot of engineering because of our mine plan permit in play right now. It has to be, really heavily engineered. We have to know the hard facts of how much electricity, how much dust we're going to be kicking up, et cetera, et cetera. So what this is telling us is we're banking on the fact that in 16 months when we have our permit and we start doing this, we're not going to be at 1950 gold. So we will be mining all of this material below. It's continuing to grow in this area. And we are planning for that when we're going for our permit. We are literally putting in double the numbers of how much rock we're moving, because we're going to need to at that point. So this tells a great story right here. There's no people. Native Americans did not live out here because there's no water. So that's really important. The Santa Fe pit's in the background. You've got the road access that's been there since the mine existed, so that's fantastic. The substation on the property, which even our neighbor used gensets, so we're really fortunate to have that. It's maintained by the Nevada Energy Company. We're working very closely on how much consumption we're going to need for the mine to be back into production. We also have 3 wells on the property that we monitor on a quarterly basis because we're considered a mine under closure. We have a $500,000 bond on the property that we have to be doing this as a responsibility. We've been doing that for 35 years with a perfect record. In the forefront here, those are those pits that were mined, slab Calvada area. This is the resources growing completely off this picture right now, so it tells a lot. This is what it looked like back in the day when Corona Gold was mining it. They were getting really great recovery, 74.4% for gold, 29% for silver. You can see the historic grades there, and of course the mine production. So it's a huge bulk sample. We have all the data, and it's been very helpful when we're planning on mining very soon. And in the picture here, up in the left, you see where the substation is, and where the admin site will be going, just exactly what they were doing in the past. That's where the slab Calvada looks on the forefront picture. All those little pitlets, they're quite small, but they were mined at the end of mine life when gold had dropped down to 340. It just shows you there's no strip over here. It's all oxide, starts at the surface and goes down beyond 300 meters right now. Simple flow sheet that we put into for our permitting. 2-stage crust, conveyor belt stacking. We'll be pouring doré on site, so this really helps with our CapEx because it's just low-cost mining. So permitting. So the plan of operations, this helps us get drill everywhere we want to on the property. Everything you see in yellow, 12.2 square kilometers, is being sterilized through all the work we've been doing, all the growing season. It takes over 2 years to do. We started this in 2023. We've got the same footprint in the bottom picture of the mine plan of operation, the blue line there. We did this on purpose because it keeps us under the 640 acres, which means we can permit this as an EA, which cuts our permitting down by about 6 months because we're not having to go through the EIS process. So where we are today, over here in the corner where it says Lahontan is here, Q4, we just submitted the final documents to the BLM on Monday. We expect to have those approved by the end of the year, and then it goes through the NEPA process. Once we have the PEA out in 2 weeks, we will be adding in all the engineering information and then finalizing that. So 2026 is when we will be doing build out. West Santa Fe, as I said, it's going to be coming online. It's really beautiful out here. It's just right across the valley. Santa Fe is just across the valley on the other side. It's 13 kilometers away, as I said. Very low cost transaction. It's $1.8 million over 7 years, back-end loaded option agreement. So last year we paid $25,000 to hold it. This year in June, this last June we'll had to pay $35,000, and then it goes up as we move forward. So we're going to drill this out and see what we have, and if we don't want to keep it, it's still been a low-cost operation to be working with. So what's got us really excited was, though, these drill holes, 171 drill holes, from back in the day. It all starts at the surface. Everything you see in red is plus 1.5 grams gold. So nice high grade envelopes there. And, our goal is to drill this out because we do believe even if we find 500,000 ounces here, it's really important for us as our production profile because it's low cost. We won't be putting a full admin site there, etc. We'll be doing heap leach, load the carbon, and drive it 10 miles away. So this is a really exciting second play for the company, and it will be coming online for everybody to look at next year. Catalyst, we have our PEA out in 2 weeks. We'll be talking about more permitting by the end of the year. The PEA will give us the information we need to figure out how much drilling we'll have to do to bring it to the PFS level. But again, this PEA has all the back-end data that's needed like a PFS, minus getting all those inferred ounces over to the indicated category. So we probably will be bolting on another 5,000 to 10,000 meters of drilling in Q1 of next year, so as well as the West Santa Fe asset. Thank you.